Little Miss Recap contains adult language. Little Miss Recap is intended for entertainment purposes only. Hi everyone, I just want to make you aware that aside from our usual filthy language, this episode is pretty dark in terms of intimate partner violence. So if that is triggering for you, please feel free to skip. Hi everyone, welcome to Little Miss Recap. My name's Amy.
And I'm Shabnam.
Hi Shabnam.
Hi.
Did you forget what you had to say there for a second? Because I used to never start it that way, right?
Yeah, I was like, I know my name.
So how are you today? How's life on the West Coast?
Oh, it is. It's good. It's, the weather, I can't complain. The weather's not been bad. Although we have had a ton of rain, which is great for the environment, but all at once can be a little bad for the roads. So, we're hoping it spreads out a bit, but I can't complain.
Yeah, Becca was telling me that there was like an invisible river over San Francisco that was just dumping rain. I'm like, what?
Yeah, it was really bad for a couple days, and there was all kinds of road closures and just issues with the water because we don't get that much often, and so we don't have the drainage and everything set up. So it's difficult. It's difficult.
I was so devastated because you know how obsessed I am with Monterey.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm equally as obsessed with Big Sur.
Okay.
So when Timmy and I made our anniversary trip out there to Monterey a few years back, all I wanted to do was drive through Big Sur. I wanted to drive that. And the mudslide had closed it all.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
California, you guys are feeling it with the weather and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
All right. Are we ready to jump into van life gone wrong is the best way I could describe this.
I know. Because you want to do van life at some point, right? I've heard you joke about that.
Well, my husband wants to do van life.
Okay.
Yeah, I will tell you right up front, like I told my girls they have to watch this.
Okay, good.
Because they are 18, as everybody knows. This is what this Brian Laundrie did. This was like a masterclass in how to murder somebody.
I know.
Like the way that he isolated her, the way that he manipulated her. I was like, and I could see myself being 18, 20, 22, 24 years old and never understanding what was happening.
Yeah. And I almost wonder, like, I feel like in other intimate partner violence stories I've heard, you see it coming more. I don't know if we didn't see it coming or if she didn't see it coming,
Yeah.
I wonder if she just thought like, okay, this is a cycle of abuse, but that she didn't see it going that far,
Yeah, and I think he was so good at, and we see the text messages where he's like, I'm sobbing, I'm heartbroken. He was so good at reeling her back in.
Yeah.
Like they would be fighting and she would be apologizing.
I know.
After he did something to her.
Yeah, and after seeing those text messages and then the way the police interacted with her on the stop, I know we're getting ahead of ourselves, but like it was just, I don't know. I feel you just see in her anxiety, her just hurt, and they don't see it. The police don't see it. It's crazy.
Oh, I'm going to come for the police in this. Yeah. This is wild.
Yeah.
All right. So we are talking, guys, about the 2025 docuseries, because everything's a docuseries, on Netflix called American Murder, Gabby Petito. So this is American Murder, I believe, is the same series that did Lacey Peterson.
Yeah.
Correct? That you and I covered?
I think
different directors, but like same series.
I think so. And I think they also did the, I forget the name, but the murder that happened out here in California, like in this San Rafael area where there was, the woman that was kidnapped.
Oh, I don't know. Was it an American Murder series or you think this director did it?
I think it was an American Murder series, but I should have known the name before I brought it up.
No, that's okay. Let me look. So we had The Family Next Door, which was Chris Watts.
Okay.
We had Gabby Petito. What else do we have?
What I'm thinking of is American Nightmare.
Oh, you're thinking of the girl who was kidnapped and
Yes.
they thought she faked it. Oh, what was that?
That
People are screaming
was
right now.
I know.
Oh, they hate us. American.
Vallejo, California.
Yes, yes.
Um,
We covered it.
yeah.
Oh, we covered it with Tess and Brooke.
Yeah.
Was it just called American Nightmare?
I think it was. It's just called American
It
Nightmare.
was Denise Huskins was the girl. Yeah, it was just called American Nightmare.
Yeah, and her boyfriend Aaron Quinn. Yeah.
Yes,
That's what I'm thinking of.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. We are going to start. We open with the 911 call made by a passerby. It is August 12th, 2021. I remembered this case so well because I was teaching at the time.
Okay.
And a lot of my students were obsessed with the TikTokers who were trying to solve this.
Oh, wow.
Who were trying to find her.
Uh-huh.
So, it's August 12th, 2021. We get a 911 call. We see dash cam footage of Moab, Utah, and there's a traffic stop.
That's the only funny part of this documentary.
I know. I'm like, we're back in Moab.
Yeah.
So someone reported a couple fighting, and we see the stop, and we just see a little bit of it in the beginning here. We see Gabby saying that she and Brian were fighting. She's not in a good state. She's hysterical. She keeps apologizing. We go back in time now for some reason to talk about when she was born. She was born in 1999, which makes me want to cry.
Yeah. Well, we probably go back in time because that's how they make this a docuseries. Otherwise, it would just be one episode.
Yes, thank you. Maybe two. I don't even think that. I was going to say maybe two. Like we talk about her parents, but
yeah.
Basically, all you need to know is her parents are Nicole and Joe. They divorced when she's 6 months old, but it's amicable, and they both have remarried, and they both sets of parents seem to really love her and be all good with each other. So there's not really a lot of drama there. She's raised in Long Island, New York, so she's from New York. So it was a little unclear how she met Brian Laundrie. Like, I think he went to high school with her, but then like it was unclear because it seemed they were part of the friend group together, but they never dated. And so either way, when he meets her, he says love at first sight, and she moves with him to Florida. So his family now lives in Florida. Unclear whether they moved to Florida or he grew up. We don't know.
Yeah. One of the funny things was that one of her their mutual friends said everybody would say like maybe Brian's a narc because he looks too old to be in high school.
Yes.
And I was like, he kind of does. I was like, I was like thinking about it at first, but I don't think there's any truth to that. So.
No, but I did love that.
Yeah.
So they record a lot, and they're kind of like, they're just carefree. They're interested in just kind of coasting along. Nobody's trying to get a real job here. It's just, we're just chilling. Brian had a sister in Florida that he was close to, but Gabby and Brian lived with Brian's parents. At first it was okay, but then we hear that Gabby started to be unhappy, and she's kind of voicing this to her mom, Nicole, like as it's happening. And again, we're seeing the text messages, and I love when they do that.
Yeah, same.
I love it.
Yeah.
Like, don't just tell me about a text. Let me see it.
Yeah,
let
exactly.
me see it in the response.
And it gives you like a feel for being in their head, which I love.
I do too. She felt like Brian's mother was jealous of her, and she even changed, the mother at one point even changed Gabby's mailing address back to her mother's house.
That's so weird. It's like
weird.
It almost makes you wonder, maybe the mom is like kind of psychologically, emotionally abusive, and that is part of the recipe of Brian.
Yeah, well, this mom is trash. Yeah. And we'll get there.
Yeah.
So Rose meets Gabby on Bumble for Friends. Amanda and I were just talking about this, that you can go on Bumble for Friends.
Yeah.
They get very close, and Rose says, when she met Brian, she felt like he was real weird, and he kind of had a dark side to him. And we see some of his art, and it's like a little creepy, a little dark.
Yeah.
And one night Rose says Gabby and she were supposed to go out, and Gabby was like running late, and then she had to run back to her house, and it was this whole big thing. And it turned out that Brian had stolen her wallet.
Yeah, or was it the whole wallet or the ID out of her wallet, or one of those?
I think it was the whole wallet, and I I think it was the whole wallet, and I think it was because he didn't want her going.
So controlling. Ugh.
So controlling.
I don't know. These kinds of behaviors are like a huge red flag.
There's a whole thing around this generation with sharing locations, snap locations, Life 360, where they can always, like, it's so weird. My daughter will be like, I don't want to go out with this one friend tonight, so I'm going to be shutting off my location so she doesn't know where I am.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
why? Why are you giving your friends so much access to your, like, the Gen Xer in me wants to burn that to the ground.
Same. I don't like that either. I think like even in innocent circumstances, it just creates anxiety and insecurity where it doesn't have to. Just don't do that, you know?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah.
So he would have a pattern of doing things like this and then love bombing her back into, their relationship. So July 2020, they're dating a year, and he reaches out to the friend that he used to live with, and he said he was planning on proposing. Nicole, Gabby's mom, finds out on Facebook that her daughter's engaged through Brian's mother's post.
I don't know. This is so bad. It makes you feel like he just maybe asked her to get married as part of a control thing, especially because he didn't have a ring.
Nope.
Didn't share it with her family. They didn't even know, let alone having them, be a part of it or get their permission or anything like that. He just is doing it for himself, seems like.
Yeah, so they decide they're going to do van life, and they're buying a Ford Connect Transit van. And this is in 2021. And Gabby's dream, and she's always been kind of like a little artist, is that she wants to do a vlog, and she's going to edit it, and she's going to, and this was a huge thing at the time. It still kind of is, that you do these YouTube channels when you're van lifing. To fund this, though, she has to get a job at Taco Bell, and she works a shit ton. She's working like 60 to 70 hours a week. Well, guess who's not happy? Because she's not home sitting there with him is Brian.
What does he do all day?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm just like, are his maybe his parents are wealthy and so he lives off of their money, but
he reminds me so much of an actor that I can't place. And I want to say it was an actor that had like a guest spot on Friends, but I still, like, that's as far as I've gotten with it. I can't really go any further, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So if you guys know, please tell me. Okay. So we see the text between them. He's calling her a fucking loser for working at Taco Bell. Fuck right off, dude.
Exactly.
She's paying for your van life.
Yeah, and she's working hard. She's working a lot of hours. She's trying to make her dream happen. She's also investing in her future. And I'm still like, what is he doing? What does the nanny do? What does Brian Laundrie
the nanny do? Yeah. So he calls Gabby's mother at one point, tells her, like, he's trying to sabotage her working there. So he calls Gabby's mother and is like, Gabby's hanging out with a really bad crowd. She's never home. Da da da. Mom finds out, she calls Gabby, talks to her about it, of course. So they get in a fight over this. And now we see the text where he's like, I'm so sorry I called your mother. Like, it's all about me. I'm sobbing right now. I'm so heartbroken that you're mad at me. I don't know how I'll recover from. And of course she's like, it's okay. It's okay. Like, I'm so sorry. Sad. I'm sorry.
It's so infuriating because, again, that's a power play. He didn't call her mom when they were getting engaged. He called her mom when he wanted to use her mom to manipulate her.
If we could imbue 20-year-old women with the spirit of a postmenopausal Gen Xer, they would rule the world.
100%.
They wouldn't fall for this shit. That's for sure.
Don't they say that youth is wasted on the young?
Yes. Yes. I absolutely have been in situations like this, like not as extreme, but I have absolutely fallen for this bullshit as a 20-year-old. It's like, ugh, I just want to shake this kid.
Yeah.
So
I was telling my husband last night, actually, that this guy that I dated in college told me when I was 21 that he liked me better when I was 17. And that's when we met. And that was a red flag. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what does that mean?
That means that he doesn't like me. He liked that I was childlike more and
you were
more
starting to come into your own, and he didn't like that.
Yeah,
I get that.
Yeah.
So Gabby starts pulling away from him a little bit, and Rose thinks that's why they did van life suddenly, because Gabby was starting to get kind of a social circle, work in this Taco Bell job, and he wanted to isolate her. What better way than to drive across the country in a van?
Yeah.
Maybe Timmy's trying to isolate me. Oh my God.
You need to come up with some safe words that you can text everyone.
I do. That when I'm podcasting, because he'll be watching, because he's trying to
Yeah.
isolate me.
Yeah.
I'll need to say something like, boy, Cody Brown is just misunderstood.
Yeah.
And then you'll all know that's my code phrase.
Yeah.
Come and get me.
Yeah, exactly.
So we see a lot of footage from the vlog. They start on July 2nd, 2021. Okay, I have a question for you. Did you ever see that show on ID? It's called See No Evil.
Yes, I've seen a couple episodes. Yeah,
where it's all the surveillance footage, and that's how they solve the murders. I can't tell you how much it creeps me out to see videos of people who've been murdered.
Yeah,
Like it's unsettling to me in some weird way. At least this video, like, we see Gabby happy.
Yeah.
So it's good. But that show, See No Evil, like, you see people, they'll be like walking down the street and you see like ding, 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 the murder like sneaking up behind them. It's
that's
hard to
really
watch.
unnerving. Yeah.
So Rose said Brian did not want to do the vlog part of it. He wanted to do the van life, but he didn't want to do the vlogging part of it.
He just wanted to isolate her, but he didn't want to actually do anything creative or fun.
No, and he probably didn't want her having a connection to the outside world.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So now we see some photos retrieved from Gabby's phone, and they're disturbing. She has a bruised eye in one of them. It's a selfie that she took.
It's really sad.
Now we come back to the 911 call. Okay. In the 911 call, the callers say, we saw a man slapping his partner. Right. Whatever. Girlfriend, wife, whatever.
Yeah.
So when the police, that's the conceit they're going into this with.
Yeah.
That a man has been abusive to a woman.
Yeah.
But when they get there, Brian claims that, Gabby was just trying to attack me and she was hysterical. Yeah. And I had to push her away for my own safety. He has scratches on him. So they're like, oh, well, she's clearly the abuser here. Shabnam.
Yeah. I just don't understand how they didn't see her. She's like shaking. Yeah. She has like anxiety. She's crying. She like kind of doesn't know what to. It feels like she's scared to say what's going on, but she's also sad and scared about what happened, and they don't read any of that. Meanwhile, he's sitting there calm, standing there calm, just, like having small talk with the police officer, and they just take his word for it and basically say like, okay, we won't charge her. It's the weirdest thing ever.
It's so weird. And this might be a hot take, but in my opinion, intimate partner violence is not about who hit who first. It's about who is in the power position. And she is much smaller than this man. And he is in the power position. So even if she hit him first, for whatever reason, like, she is the one at risk. Yeah. Because he can really hurt her.
Right.
You know what? Yeah. That's my impression of it and my interpretation of it. And I could be wrong. And are there abused men in this country? Absolutely there are.
Yeah.
But it is, come on, it is more the norm here.
But even like, and I wonder, and I'm not an expert, so I don't know, but even in those situations, I think what you're saying is right, because you could glean like who's in the power position by their demeanor too. Yeah. And you can tell with these two, she's not in the power position. She's falling apart, and he's like not, he seems like he's, figuring out what story to tell. So I don't know, that it was just a really weird interaction with the police, especially when he's driving back. Well, I'll let you get to it.
Okay. Yeah. Well, and there's one part where the police are talking to each other. And one of the cops actually says, we have to be careful with this, because a lot of times if we overlook intimate partner violence, one of them ends up dead. Hello?
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened here. And it's interesting because I didn't think there was a woman on the scene, but there was.
Yeah.
There was a female cop on the scene. So the cop actually says to Brian, because Brian's like, oh, I feel so bad about it. He actually says, don't worry, buddy. You're the victim of domestic assault. And then they tell each other that she, by all accounts, she is the full-on aggressor here. And she did reluctantly admit to the cops, like, she hit him first.
Yeah.
And then
which I don't necessarily, I don't believe that she hit him first.
I don't believe so either.
Yeah.
I think he has her so fucking manipulated that we saw before. He does something, she apologizes to him for her reaction to the thing that he did.
Yeah.
That's exactly what's happening here.
Yeah.
Hey everyone, stay tuned. Little Miss Recap will be right back after these words. Amanda.
Amy.
For our sponsor, Lumi Gummies today, I have an idea. I think we should do a rapid fire bonus round. Which 90-day celebrity stars need a Lumi Gummy or have taken a Lumi Gummy maybe?
Okay. Madeline.
Oh, I have her on my list too. Manon. Manon could really use indica.
Yeah, to calm her the fuck down.
Calm down a little bit.
I think Jenny could use a sativa to maybe up the energy a little bit. Because there's none there.
Funny you mentioned Jenny. I have Sumit's aunt can use one to
definitely
to chill out a little bit.
She definitely could use one. This is a wild card. Florian could use one. I don't know what variety.
Yeah,
but
maybe he needs a hybrid.
I feel like Florian on a gummy would be good.
Yeah. I also have Dylan's mom from Dylan and Petito.
Yeah.
And I have Luke's dad of Luke and Madeline.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Yeah. And we can use Lumi Gummies as well.
Yes. All the time.
Consistent, mellow, and super delicious, Lumi Gummies are specifically designed to make you feel good, not stoned. Whether you're looking for an end-of-the-day de-stressor, a midday mood boost, or help getting the best sleep ever, Lumi Gummies has a strain that's right for you. So, Amanda, our flavor that we like a lot in this home is the sour strawberry cookie hybrid.
Ooh, is it particularly sour?
It's not super sour because I don't like sour things.
Yeah, I don't either.
But I just find that it's the perfect blend of up and down. It's right in the middle.
Nice.
But you feel good. I really like it.
I'm a hybrid girly myself, and I'm going to go with the watermelon sorbet because I do enjoy watermelon, and it's just a nice, cool, chill evening of watching TV.
You know what I need to do? I need to take one before Sister Wives comes out. Before I meet my arch nemesis in the ring.
Yes. I think it would help you a great deal. I think it would help Cody Brown a great deal.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Guys, Lumi Gummies are available nationwide. Go to lumigummies.com. That's LUMI gummies.com. Use code Little Miss Recap for 30% off your order. That is Lumi Gummies, LUMI gummies.com. Code Little Miss Recap. Lumis.com. Code Little Miss Recap. It's 30%. And the link is in the show notes if you guys need it. So Gabby asked for the phone to call her mother. Nicole says Gabby was really upset, but then she sort of calmed down. The cops discuss what to do here. They believe he's the victim. So they have three options. They can press charges, they can let them go, or they can split them up overnight. And as the one cop says, hey, if they find their way back to each other, so be it. Ugh. So here's what they fucking do. They get him a hotel room.
In a domestic violence.
I was just going to say this. Yeah. On TikTok, people were losing their minds because this was a domestic violence safe hotel that the police often used. Yeah. They send him there.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable. And they send this hysterical young woman.
Yeah.
Just, up the road, you pay $5, you could get a shower. Go take the van on your own.
Yeah. I was just unbelievably appalled by that.
They fucked this up royally.
Yeah.
And we'll talk later. There is legislation out now. I didn't really do a deep dive into that, but
I have some thoughts on it. Yeah, we can talk about it later. Yeah.
This should be the cautionary tale for all police departments when they come across this kind of situation. I was irate.
Yeah, and so, then when the police officers,
the cops tell Gabby, take the van.
Oh, I was saying when the police officers was driving Brian to the hotel room, they start talking about they start kind of trying to relate to each other, and the cop is and the cop is like, my wife has a lot of anxiety too, and what really calms her down is a shower, and it's just unbelievable. I don't know.
Right off, dude.
Yeah, totally.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So they drop Brian off at the hotel. He's thrilled. He's like, I get to stay warm. I get to take a shower.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So we talked about how these cops fucking blew this. Let's move to Brian heads home now to clean out a storage unit, and Gabby remains in Utah working on their first van life video, which she drops 7 days later.
Mm-hmm.
So now we have August 22nd, 2021, 10 days after the Moab incident. Jackson, Gabby's ex-boyfriend, receives a text from Gabby, and he says Gabby was his first true love. And he was really sad to see that she was doing van life with Brian and not him, because that was their shared dream.
Yeah.
They were going to do that together. But he was happy for her that she was getting to do it.
Yeah.
So she wanted to talk to him. He says, I called her. We talked on the phone. And she hinted that they had been fighting and that she wanted to leave him. And Jackson believes that she was scared to leave him. So now August 27th, she's snapping Jackson, saying that they're in Jackson Hole and she's thinking about him. Now we see this weird text exchange where she and Brian are at a restaurant, and they're clearly fighting.
Yeah.
And she's in the bathroom, I think, texting him that she got sick on the food. What are your thoughts about this?
I think she was trying to get away from him.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. Because she was giving him things to do, like talk to the waitress about blah, 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 blah. Like, I think she was trying to buy time, and she was going to sneak out of that bathroom somehow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So Jackson gets a call from her, and he fucking misses it.
I know.
Ugh. All right. Back to August 27, 2021, same day, 2:11. We see Gabby and Brian arrive at Whole Foods in Jackson, Wyoming. We see footage. She looks fine, but it's the last known footage of her.
Yeah. I wonder if Brian discovered that she was talking to Jackson.
I wonder that too.
Yeah.
Because I have no doubt that he was going through her phone in some way, and perhaps even had access. We know he had access to her computer.
Yeah.
So you know how on a Mac you can see your text if you have it connected?
Oh, right.
You know what I mean? Something.
But even then, like, we learn later that he sent text messages from her phone. So I bet he had her password
to her phone.
Yeah.
Nicole texts Gabby that night, and she responds with this message that says she told Brian to go camp in the woods by himself. That's what he wants anyway. And I'm going to take the van. And she says, he told me I could have the van if I give him some money, and I would make more money as a single female van lifer than with him. Okay.
And also, that's her van that's registered to her. So yeah.
I can't even imagine what this mother feels. Like, it's so frustrating for me to watch this as a mom, because I'm thinking to myself, all she had to do was text her mother, I need help right now.
Yeah.
And that mother would have moved heaven and earth and had gotten the police there to her. Do you know what I mean? And then probably got on a plane and went out there. She could have even said to the mother, can you please get on a plane and get out here right now? And she just could have played nice with Brian until mom got there, and she can get out of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it sounds like she had a really good family who probably would have dropped everything and helped her.
I think so. Yeah.
This is like every parent's worst nightmare. Your kid is just out there roaming the world.
I know.
And she's with some guy that you don't really trust, and you know they have a volatile relationship.
Yeah, and she's at this age where she's like old enough to do things like that, but not old enough to have some wisdom.
Yeah. It's terrifying.
Yeah.
So we see some photos that Brian took over the next few days. Gabby's not in any of them. We meet a woman who says that she was in is it Teton?
I think so.
Right?
Yeah.
And she noticed Brian hiking, and no fiance anywhere in sight. She says she never saw Gabby. He made her drop him off far from the campsite. Nicole now gets a weird text from Gabby in which she refers to her grandfather as Stan and not Grandpa.
Suspicious.
she's a little suspicious, but she's like, maybe, maybe Gabby was driving and Brian was texting on her phone. So
Yeah.
again, sounds like that's happened before. So we know
Right.
Brian had access to her phone in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So bottom line is she's missing.
Yeah.
Nicole texts Brian's mother. Have you seen Gabby? Have you heard from the kids? Not only does mom not respond, she blocks her, Shabnam.
Unbelievable. And these are the people who are supposed to be, they're engaged couple.
Yes.
They have a relationship with her. She's lived with them before.
She's lived with them. Mm-hmm.
And they don't seem to care how her mom's feeling. I mean, this is like so unbelievable and sinister.
Unbelievable. So they decide that they're going to file a missing persons report. So they do this in Florida because it was hard to like do it in Wyoming because they weren't, or in Utah because they weren't residents there. Mm-hmm. Or were they in Wyoming? Where's Grand Teton? Is that Wyoming?
Check.
Grand Teton National Park. It's in Wyoming. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
so
Wyoming. Yeah.
They weren't going to like file it in Wyoming. They had to file it where her permanent address was, which was Florida.
Yeah.
Okay. So the cops get the missing persons report and they go to Brian's home. The parents refuse to talk to the police and they say Brian is here with us and they have an attorney and you can talk to the attorney and the van is there as well. These people are monsters.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. And I don't understand why the cops didn't ask them to at least bring Brian to the door to get visual confirmation he was there, because he ends up, they're surveilling the house and stuff, but he ends up not being there at certain points. And I just don't understand why they didn't say, okay, well, at least bring him to the door so we can confirm that he's here. Because if his girlfriend's missing, the van is here, you're saying she's not here, but is he even here? It just feels like they didn't. They just, I don't know. They didn't do what they should have done.
Yeah, there's gotta be that. We learn at the end they never press charges against these parents, but it's gotta be, is there a crime they're committing here? Like, aren't they accessory at least?
Well, they didn't. There's no evidence now that I can see that they actually helped him do it. They might have just like let him.
They just helped him after.
Yeah, but it's like, did they know that he killed her, or did they just think he was going through a breakup? Like, I think that's hard to tell. If he'd gone through a trial and they brought all the evidence out, maybe there would be more against the parents. But I think the fact that it didn't go that far is maybe what's helped the parents.
These parents, in my opinion, are criminals.
Mm-hmm.
They're fucking criminals.
I think so too. Yeah.
I would never do this to another parent, ever. Ever. Even if my daughters were like, we murdered our boyfriend.
Yeah.
I'd be like, well, guess what? It's going to come out and we got to deal with this.
Exactly. Yeah. I think there's some things that, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a parent, but you don't want to be like, sure, just go murder people. That doesn't seem like a great parenting strategy.
No, not at all. Yeah. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know, just trying to get in their head. Maybe they didn't want to say anything to Gabby's parents because they didn't want to like give them false hope. Like, what were they going to say? If they weren't going to say Brian killed her, I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't get inside that mindset. So the detective says Brian told his sister, that he and Gabby had gotten into a fight and he left her at a hotel and he flew home, but the van is there. Mm-hmm. So that's not what happened.
Yeah.
The police kind of don't know what to do here. Like, they don't have probable cause. We hear them on the phone with the detectives in Long Island.
Yeah.
And they're like, we don't have probable cause. We really don't know what to do. The parents, we don't know that there was a crime. We don't have a body or anything. Mm-hmm. So the parents, they're like, we're going to go back and try one more time. Parents still won't say anything. Talk to our lawyer.
Yeah.
And then the cops are like, okay, well, this van is registered to her, so we're taking it. So they take the van. I don't know.
That was like the only good thing they did.
I know, but I don't know what it did.
Yeah. Well, I think they were thinking like they would probably collect evidence from inside of it if there was a trial. I think there's just so much that didn't come out because there wasn't a trial. you know?
Yeah, I agree. I absolutely agree. So, poor Nicole is so torn up talking about that day, and Gabby's stepdad is too. And so, her birth father flies to Florida, and they're plastering the media and the town with her picture because now she's missing, and it's dire because she's really, in a bad place here. He gives a press conference. Rose says she knew immediately that Brian did something to her. Stepdad goes to Wyoming, and the sheriff in Jackson calls in the FBI, which was really smart. Get the FBI in this.
Yeah.
So they get her last known location from her phone records, and they launch a full search. They don't find anything. We meet Loretta, who's an FBI agent from Florida, who I absolutely loved.
Yeah.
And she was like, we're surveilling the Laundrie's home. And we see footage, and I remember this. People were at his house, like screaming at him.
Yeah.
And somebody's out there like cutting the grass. They're screaming at, like the Laundries are trying to just go on. They're trying to just put this in behind them, and they're assholes, and I hate them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So one interesting thing is Brian's sister Cassie seems to be the only one who will talk to the press.
Yeah.
And she's like, she gives an interview and she says, I don't know, my parents aren't even speaking to me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and that was an unbelievable interview. And you see her husband's face too, because he's obviously, they have a couple kids, so you think, okay, he's at least been around this family for like 10 years.
Sure.
And he looks like not surprised, pissed, and you just get a sense from him, like he's like, he's like, this is a long time coming. That's the sense I got from him, and that was really telling.
Interesting. So now the Moab police stop video comes out. People are just fucking appalled. I mean, TikTokers are going bananas. Nicole's going bananas. September 17th, someone tips off police that Brian might not be well. And then then the narrative is that Brian's family called the police. So I'm not really sure what's going on here. But the police get to Brian's house, and mom and dad are worried about their little boo-boo because he's been missing for a few days. Fuck right off.
Yeah.
So in episode 3, we see that the FBI gets a hold of Brian's belongings, and they find something weird.
Okay, but can I just say,
go ahead. Yeah.
What is with this surveillance? Like, they were surveilling so much. There's all these people outside, and then he just slips out. Like, this doesn't make any sense.
It makes me wonder if he was ever there.
Right. Which,
Yes.
goes back to
your point.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Like, they never actually saw that he was there. So I don't know.
Yeah, because we're only talking a few days. This is the 17th, and we're talking like maybe the third on September 1st and 2nd. Nicole still doesn't realize she's missing. Yeah. So we're talking a week?
Yeah.
He easily could have been in that park that entire time.
Right.
Yeah. It's gross.
Yeah.
So they find amongst some belongings of Brian's that mom has written him a letter that says burn after reading. Unbelievable.
This family doesn't like cease to surprise me.
And they don't crime very well. Like, you don't send your kid a letter that says burn after reading, and inside the letter is basically like, I'll help you bury a body.
Is this like a chain letter from like 1982? Like, what is she doing?
Like, that's a conversation. Pro tip.
Yeah.
If you guys are trying to help someone cover up a crime, or you want to support them after they've murdered someone, have that conversation face to face.
Exactly.
Search them for a wire first.
Yeah.
And then have the conversation face to face.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like she put it in an email, the idiots.
Yeah.
So she's like, I love you. I'll help you bury a body. I'll do anything for you, my little boo-boo. So now we also see, and this is the part about it that I remember, because I remember one assignment that I gave my students. We were talking about building an argument, like having them write a paper, building an argument.
Yeah.
And they had to argue whether or not amateur sleuths were helping this investigation or impeding it.
Yeah.
So this is the part I remember, that millions of tips were coming in because everybody on TikTok was trying to solve this murder because she was missing at the time. So some of them are helpful, like the woman who picked up Brian in Grand Teton.
Yeah.
But some of them are not. We get a lot of not helpful stuff, and that's wasting time and resources and everything else.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we meet this red-white Bethune couple. Red-white Bethune.
They're cute.
They're amazing. I need a whole show with these two. They are editing their videos, and they were in Spread Creek campground on that same day. Like, at first, the cops had the date wrong. Then they came back and said, no. The date we're looking for is August 27th. Right. And they were like, oh, shit, we were there. They go through their footage, and they had the van on tape. And this is very important because it gives the FBI a location of the van on that day. September 19th, 2022, they find Gabby's body. She's wrapped in a sweater. She's laying on her left side in the fetal position. There's a small burn patch on the ground in front of her. They believe that whoever killed her, which is Brian, that they may have thought about trying to burn the body or make it look like an accident.
Which, from the, what was the crazy chimpanzee documentary?
Chimp Crazy.
Yeah. Great name. So from Chimp Crazy, we know that you can't burn a body with a regular fire.
No, fire doesn't get hot enough.
Yeah.
So when she said she cremated Tonka, when her husband cremated Tonka in their backyard
at 180 degrees or something, and then she was like, "Oh no, I meant 1,080 degrees." Yeah, 1800. Yeah.
So they determined that she was not lying in a natural position and that this crime scene was staged, and she died from blunt force trauma and manual strangulation. Nicole can't even talk about it.
Yeah.
Stepdad Jim had to identify her, and then he talks about how he had to get the 3 other parents on a call and tell them all. Like, ugh.
Yeah.
I was sobbing during that part. That was really
so
emotional.
Heartbreaking.
But this means now that they have a murder. So now we learned that there's this waitress from the restaurant that they were in. She comes forward and she says, on August 27th, she saw them fighting, and when they left, Gabby was crying. Jackson says that's the day he got the call and couldn't answer. That's also the day they go to Whole Foods, and we see it. 7:15 that night, Gabby sends the last text to her mother, the one about sending him out into the woods by himself, we believe. And at 8:30, they say Gabby was definitely using her computer because she was doing a behavior that was consistent with what she had been doing. So they know it was her. She was like moving files and stuff. But the next day, everything is dark. Okay. On August 28th, Shabnam, Brian calls his mother for 55 minutes, and then Dad immediately calls a lawyer. So what happened during that phone call? Hey everyone, stay tuned. Little Miss Recap will be right back after these words.
I think that he saw that she tried to call Jackson, and maybe he found out, maybe she confronted him and she said she wanted to leave, and I think that he killed her because of that, and then he called his parents and said that she was trying to leave him or something.
Very good point. Very good point. So Brian now pulls the old Chris Watts, Scott Peterson, and starts sending messages to her phone from him. I'll never forget Scott Peterson, #never forget. Hey, beautiful. I can't get the flowers for Papa or whatever the fuck. Shut up. I hate him so much. And Chris Watts was doing it too. Remember? Like, oh, Shanann, call me back, sweetheart. Oh, God.
Unbelievable.
So he's texting to Gabby's phone like, oh, I'm waiting for you at this new place. And then, we find out. So the way the cops put this together, that he was sending the text, besides it being very obvious, is that his location. So he was hiking. We know that from the women who picked him up. And then as he gets near her phone, the messages are ting, ting, like answered and sent immediately right next to each other. So we know that he was the one made it look like she was responding. Brian now hops in the van, starts driving it to Florida, and that's when he sends that weird Stan message. I didn't understand the Grandpa Stan thing at first, But Nicole explained it a little better. She said Stan had been trying to get a hold of her.
Yeah.
And couldn't. So the message was like, can you please tell Stan to leave me the fuck alone or whatever?
Yeah.
So I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
How do we get around this? Like, how can we as women create a system where someone will know it's not us texting? Like, there needs to be some kind of, I don't know. I told you Jenny and I have a code that we have planned.
I remember
for game
that.
shows, for murders.
Yeah.
It's a code.
Yeah.
I think every woman listening needs to develop a code with your best girlfriends.
Yeah.
Some kind of thing that you can text them a code word or something. I don't know. Because that wouldn't have helped because she wasn't like they had to tell the negative, right? They had to tell that it wasn't her, not that it was her.
Mm-hmm.
So how do we do that? Maybe a phrase like, okay, so if I say to you, Shabnam, we're besties, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you ever think like my text messages are weird, please ask me a certain question and I will give you the certain phrase. And if you ask me the question and you don't get the right phrase, you know something's wrong.
Yeah. So it should be like, what'd you have for lunch? And then you should say something some kind of food you hate or something.
Right.
Yeah.
There should be a code.
Yeah.
So that like if she had done that with Nicole or let's say Rose or something.
Yeah.
And Nicole got that weird message, she could have sent back like, are you eating lunch? What are you having?
Yeah.
And then if she didn't get an answer.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah.
Because we just need a system to stay alive in this world, I guess. Yeah. Okay. All right. So this motherfucker even zells himself $700 from her account.
What a pig. I can't believe that. And also it was her van. It was registered to her. I bet you he didn't even pay a dime for it.
That's her fucking Taco Bell money.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So, but this makes him a federal fugitive.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's on the run. Mm-hmm. And now many tips are coming in.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 days before Brian's parents report him missing, the police in Florida learned that someone had abandoned the Laundrie's car at a nearby park for 3 days. The Laundries came, pick it up, drive it home. He told his parents he was going for a hike. They believed he was going to return, according to them. I don't believe a word these people say.
I don't think they thought he was going to return. I think by the time they picked up the car, they suspected that he wasn't coming back.
I think they bought him time. I don't think they knew he was going to end his life, but I think they thought they were buying him time.
Yeah.
Because if they were parents who helped their son escape and then take his own life, that's dark.
Yeah, I don't think they knew that he was going to do that, but I think by the time they picked up the car, they thought it was a possibility.
Maybe. So they're searching the park. They can't find anything. Then one day the Laundries go out and search the park. And it's real weird because we had this footage of them like searching, but they're not talking to anybody else.
Yeah.
They find a waterproof bag that had some of Brian's things in it. And 45 minutes later, they found his remains. He had taken his own life with a gun.
So this is the part where I feel they knew a lot more because it seems like the parents' search was extremely short. Yeah.
Yep.
And they kind of knew where he was. They found his belongings super quickly. And that's what makes me just, I think they know a lot more than they're saying.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
They found him in 45 minutes. Meanwhile, they had been searching that park for like hours and hours and hours. They had dogs. They had drones. They could not find him.
Yeah.
So in the waterproof bag, Brian had a journal and he had written a story about what happened to Gabby. He claims that he went off and he came back and she had fallen into some cold water and was in excruciating pain and begged him to kill her. And it was a mercy killing, Shabnam.
This is so pathological. Like, who comes up with this and why? Imagine, like, you're writing this story in a journal for someone. It's like, I don't know. It's just so unhinged. I can't even.
It makes zero sense.
Yeah.
0 cents.
Yeah.
So he also writes to leave his parents alone because they're such good people.
Which also makes me more convinced that they knew something and had helped him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gabby's parents, though, they can't let it go because they believe that those parents helped him get out of this.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm trying to think, like, to what end? Right? Like, I don't know. Say they found Brian. They already know what happened to Gabby. So, like, they didn't need that information from him. Did they just want to see him stand trial and go to jail? Maybe. That's a good possibility.
The
Or did they
parents?
want
His
to know
parents or her parents?
Gabby's parents.
Yeah.
Like, if I'm a parent and somebody, God forbid, does this to my child.
Yeah.
If they find him dead, I'm like, okay, it's done. I would still be angry at his parents for help, but like, did they help him escape? He's dead.
Yeah.
And like, do you know what I mean? I'm puzzled there. I think if he had gotten away, that would have been those parents are diabolical and they're assholes and they've committed crime as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
But it would have been way worse if they helped him escape and he was like in Mexico.
Right. But I think that if he actually stood trial, that would have been also justice for what the parents deserve. Because I think whatever they did would have come out. I think now we don't know because there wasn't evidence and trial and discovery and all that. So,
but and also like, but finding Brian earlier, like say they found him that night, it wouldn't have saved her. She was already dead.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So like, I don't know. I hate his parents so much. So we see in October 2022, Gabby's family goes to Grand Teton and to that, the campground where she was. And they brought Jackson and Rose and like they go to the spot where they found her body. I'm crying. It was like so beautiful.
So sad. Yeah.
The documentary ends, and I was thrilled about this, with the discussion about the overrepresentation of white women and underrepresentation by the media when Black, brown, or indigenous women go missing.
Yeah.
I was really surprised. And even Gabby's dad was like, at first I was kind of like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. He's like, but the more I dug into it, it's a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's so funny because, I mean, it's not funny, but it's so interesting because she's like this very cute, tiny, blonde, bubbly little girl. And she got all this attention. I'm sure there's a lot of other people that look very different from her. I mean, we know, and they don't. And she's kind of this like perfect looking victim.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. So I remember when Natalie Holloway went missing, there was a similar criticism of, we're still like putting so much energy into that case. And there's, so many missing women of color in this country.
Yeah.
So I was glad that the doc included that. I was glad that we got a little statement from Gabby's dad about that. It was interesting.
Yeah.
So we learned now that Gabby's parents advocated for, and I think passed Senate Bill 117. Do you have info on that?
Yeah. So it's like 11. So initially when I looked it up, it said 11 questions, but I see there's actually 12 questions. Apparently they must have added one since then. And it's really trying to have police officers suss out what is going on a bit better than we saw that they did in the video, which was they didn't ask them much, and so they ask them things like, has your aggressor ever used a weapon against you or threatened you with a weapon? But again, these are all framed as aggressor, and it's just odd because they had it flipped with her.
Yes.
They thought she was the aggressor. So
they would have been asking Brian these questions.
Yeah. And I don't know. I still think the whole tone of the situation and like, I think like they should be able to look at the two individuals and get a sense of from their demeanor.
Yeah.
With the way these questions are framed, they could go wrong as well. So they have like, do you believe your aggressor will try to kill you? Right. And again, when someone's like manipulated, I don't know that they're going to say yes to that. Even if they do believe it. I don't know. It's just a tough situation. Like, has your aggressor ever tried to choke you? I think that's more of a pointed question. So is your aggressor violent or consistently jealous or controls most of your daily activities? Like,
jealous or controlling. There we go.
That's a good one.
What I would have loved to have seen happen is that they separated these two right away. Right. they take Brian down to the police station. I don't know. They just get him out of there. And they say to her, what do you want us to put you on a plane right now to go home?
Yeah.
That's what I would have liked them to have asked her.
Mm-hmm.
And I wonder in that moment if she would have said okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
She asked for her phone to call her mom. I wonder if she did call her mom, or if like they took a long time to give it to her, and then she
did call her mom.
Okay.
And her mom said at first she was upset, and she told them that they got into a fight. But then, as she always did, she started to minimize it. Like, it'll be fine. Da, 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 you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that I have not been in a relationship to this level like this, right?
Yeah.
But I, for a long time, dated a guy that my parents did not like. And like my whole existence was sugarcoating everything to my parents.
Yeah.
So I wonder if she had felt some sense of judgment from her mother. And this is what I try so hard to do with my kids is like, you can tell me things and I'm not going to judge you because I want you to feel like I'm a safe space for all of that. So that when there's something wrong, that you will come to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's hard to do because you also have to walk the fine line of being like, this is not okay in a relationship.
Right. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you also just can't sit there and have your kids saying like, this guy's abusing me. And you're like, okay, great. What do you want for dinner? Like, you have to.
No, I know. I can't imagine doing that. I like to tell the people around me my opinions.
Yeah, it's
maybe
hard.
Too much. Yeah,
it's hard. Yeah. And like one of my daughters was in an unhealthy relationship. It wasn't abusive, but I just felt like it was unhealthy, and she was younger. And I remember just thinking to myself, when she comes to me with things, I have to be like, I have to look at it objectively.
Yeah.
And say, well, maybe you're being too harsh in this situation, or da 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 da, and kind of earn that trust.
Yeah.
That she would trust my opinion. And then when I really needed that trust for her to trust me, I had it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I think that's very difficult. And I don't have that down right. And I think a lot of parents can't find that middle. But
yeah, it's tough, I think.
And with my girls, at least I know that they will tell each other everything. And
nice.
I have always had conversations with them privately where I've said, I don't want to know everything your sister's doing. But if she's ever in danger, I need to know about it. Like, if it ever rises to the level where you're worried about her, I need to know about it. Then you can narc. I've given them permission to narc, basically.
Nice.
All right. So we also see that Gabby has only posted that one YouTube video. That was it. And it had it has 7 million views now.
Yeah.
Gabby's parents filed a wrongful death suit against Brian's parents. And it's reported, they don't say it in the documentary, but I read somewhere else that it was for like $3 million.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. It makes me wonder if are they very wealthy, or how are they paying that? Or are they just not paying it?
Well, and it makes me wonder too, because I mean, you're the lawyer here. I'm not, obviously, but they must have had a little bit more evidence.
Yeah, but the threshold for basically a judgment in a civil case is a lot lower than the beyond a reasonable doubt of the criminal case, right? So you're right. Okay. I'm sure there's some evidence of them doing something wrong, but they also that might not have risen to the level of guilty of a crime, right?
Yeah. So it's interesting.
It's
no
hard
charges
to know.
have been brought against them.
Yeah, and it's hard to know because, like I said, that we don't know much about the actual evidence because he wasn't around long enough, and so I do feel like these parents are liable in a lot of ways. Like, I just think back to when the couple was living with them. There was clearly some dysfunction there because the mom changed her mailing address. I don't know if that's like a weak attempt at getting her to break up with him or getting the couple to break up, or if it's manipulative and, like psychologically or emotionally abusive or whatever.
Well, and we only have Gabby speculating that the mother did it. I'm wondering if Brian could have done it.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know, but it seems like if he's trying to control her, he wants her mail there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Or I'm wondering if Gabby did it and didn't tell her mother why.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah. Or maybe the mother was jealous of her, so she changed the address. But I feel like the parents, they would have seen something living with them, is my guess. And I just don't know why they didn't push harder for them to break up, or even tell her mom, like, they just don't, they're not like, if she wants to play it down, she doesn't want to throw her son under the bus, at least say, like, this doesn't seem to be like a really healthy relationship for either of them, or give the mom a hint, I don't know. It's just terrible.
I'm reminded of Scott Peterson's family, who like were trying to protect him and everything. And I feel like that was more urgent because when they were trying to protect him, Lacey was missing. And so maybe same thing here. Like, I guess, when she was missing, the parents were freaking out because they wanted, like, in other words, I think this would have been very different had he had her somewhere.
Yeah.
And they found her alive.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? By getting information from him.
Yeah.
But like in both cases, like the damage is already done. Doesn't matter how fast you find him.
Right.
I don't know. Yeah. And if I'm the parents, I'm like, they found him dead. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I know it's dark to say, but
yeah.
Yeah. All right, my friend, another one down.
Yeah.
Another case solved.
Yes.
So did you like the documentary?
I did.
Oh, I'm sorry. The docuseries.
The docuseries. Yeah. I think it could have been shorter, but as they always can be, but it was good. It was one of the better ones. It didn't go on and on as some of the others. So
I agree. And I didn't know, I thought two things made this interesting. Number one, I didn't know a lot about it. And number two, all that footage, even though it's eerie to see.
Yeah.
I think it was interesting.
And like you said, the text messages too. Yeah.
All right, tell everyone what's going on over at Chai After Dark.
Yeah, so we are covering White Lotus. We have one episode out so far.
Is it good so far?
It is, yeah. It's interesting, and there's some cool characters back. Greg, Tanya's husband, is back, which is interesting.
Okay, yeah.
And then
is he Uncle Rico? Uncle Rico?
Yes,
from
exactly.
Dynamite,
right?
Okay, yeah.
And then we're also covering Muslim Matchmaking, which is on Hulu. So we have those episodes out this week as well. So yeah,
I heard that's
excited.
Good.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I gotta watch that.
Yeah,
I love those matchmaking shows, and I especially love when they're different cultures and I can learn something.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah.
All right, guys. So go listen to Shabnam over at Chai After Dark. And you had our Miss Amanda on there not too long ago.
Yeah, Amanda did White Lotus, the recap for season 1 and season 2 with us. So
cool.
Yeah.
Fun. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Shabnam, for being here. And guys, if you want to support the show, please consider jumping on our paid feed. We are available on Patreon, Supercast, and Apple subscriptions. And if you don't and you can't, that's fine too. Just leave us a 5-star review. We'll take that. We'll take it. All right, Shabnam, thank you, and I'll see you next time.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so much for listening to Little Miss Recap. If you'd like to support the show, the best way you can do that is to join our Twin Flame universe, which is our Patreon, Supercast, and Apple subscription feeds. The links for those are in the show notes. You get ad-free episodes and a ton of bonus content. You can also subscribe to the feed so you don't miss an episode, share the show with a friend, and leave a 5-star review. To contact the show, please email me directly at amy@littlemissrecap.com or join our Facebook group Backdoor Friends. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time.